Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is 1 but you can call me 7, and something is wrong in Steins Gate today. Something is very, very wrong. My theory, which it's not a very far-fetched theory, I think that it's just a natural evolution of what is happening in the story, is that we have switched world lines. And of course, Rintaro is the only one who knows, because he's the one who's jumping. I don't know if that means that he's made it through a Kerr black hole, or what the actual implications for the plot are. But we need to see what's going on. We need to get in touch with Tighter as quickly as possible, so let's do it. He might be able to give me the answers I seek. He might even be able to explain the event that I witnessed a few days ago. The instantaneous disappearance of everyone on the streets of Akiba. Yeah, we never came back to that, did we? When I burst into the lab, everyone looks at me with concerned expressions. Mayuri starts to speak, presumably to console me, but I put my hand up to stop her. Talk when everything's over. What does that mean? I explain that we can't experiment anymore now that Mr. Braun is back, then I dismiss everyone for today. Just like that? Buy more bananas tomorrow. Okay, Mayuri picks her Oopa plush toy off the sofa and hands it to me. So, for now, hug this little guy super tight and cheer up, okay? Oh, Mayuri's so sweet. I can't stop now, Nya. Judgment Day is near. I have to keep going. Nya, I must find the sanctuary. This is where Ferris belongs. Nya, okay, cool. Not even an opportunity to respond. Thanks, Ferris. Looks like she's worried about me, but she shouldn't be. It's my job to worry about her. She has work after this, so she leaves. Dada goes with her, probably to see Ferris. Before he leaves, Lukuko apologizes again for messing up the Lotto 6 ticket. He knows about the time machine now. Next time I see him, I'll make him a lab mem to secure his silence. Oh, suddenly our group is so big. Oh, Moika leaves with nothing more than a tiny bow. Okay, bye, Moika. And now... yeah, in less than 30 minutes. Kurisu and I are the only ones left in the lab receiving mail. Wait, what's this? I didn't get a text tone. It was fun. I want to hear about time machines next time, okay? It's a promise. See you. It's all oddly wholesome. Only 2 left in the lab, huh? You're not going back to your hotel? Is there a problem? She's so combative sometimes. Though I don't blame her, considering that Rintaro is the one that she works with. I was just wondering what you were still doing here. Nothing. I just wanted to think for a bit. Can't you think at your hotel? Dude, it really sounds like you want her out of there, buddy. What? You're kicking me out? Ah, I get it. You'd be lonely in your hotel room, but you have no friends, so you want me, the great Hyoin Kyoma, to look after you. Dude, you're the lonely one, aren't you? You've been acting gloomy all day. Probably true. Do you need some advice? I'm an outsider in a sense, so it should be easier to talk to me, right? A man getting advice from a younger woman is kind of mumble. Oh? What? But if you're fine with that, then just ask away. Why does she have to be such a smart... She even has a mocking grin on her face. I need to send some emails. If you insist on staying here, then be quiet and stay out of my way, okay? He has so many nicknames for her. Of all your stupid names. That one's the worst. Christina probably seems better in comparison by now, huh? Despite her complaint, Kurisu makes no move to leave. She sits down on the sofa and starts reading a massive technical book. On closer inspection, I realize it's in English. Maybe my assistant isn't a genius, but just an extreme studier. Want some coffee? Sure. This has just turned into a slice of life. Instant coffee for Kurisu. I take a fresh Dr. P out of the refrigerator for myself and sit down in front of the computer. All right. Let's do what needs to be done. I only hope this doesn't get undone too. My plan is to follow Suzuha's advice. Get in touch with Tighter. After all, what I'm experiencing right now could have something to do with the many worlds interpretation, which would mean that the Kurisu sitting over there isn't the same Kurisu with whom I discussed the Lotto 6. And it would mean that this lab isn't the lab where we discussed it. How can that be? Time to find out. What's wrong with you? Stop fidgeting. Kurisu glares at me coldly. Damn it, she's looking at me like I'm a perv again. I keep telling her I'm not a perv, I'm Hyoin Kyoma. Anyway, why am I the only one who remembers what happened? That's another question I'll ask John Tighter. I don't know if he's a real time traveler, but he did help with IBN 5100, so I'm inclined to trust him. But what should I write? Should I tell him everything? In any case, worrying about it won't solve anything. Enough stalling. I take out my phone. Here it goes. Question. Thanks for the intel on the IBN 5100. The code is from CERN's database. In other news, I've successfully built a machine that sends emails to the past. When we change the past, by sending an email, does that change the world line? I noticed some events were undone. Does that mean the world line changed? You've said the many worlds interpretation is correct, but I'd like to hear the proof, if you don't mind. Sent. I sigh and chug my soda. Now to wait for his reply. I checked the @channel thread just to make sure, but Tighter hasn't posted recently. That was a pretty heavy sigh. Yo, are you worrying about him, Kurisu? You worrying about him, Makize? Kurisu says without lifting her eyes from her book. Maybe I should tell her about how that D-mail changed the past, and about how she seems to have lost her memories about it. Why am I considering talking to Kurisu? Because I don't think Mayuri or Daru would understand this problem. Kurisu, on the other hand, might be able to form a hypothesis. That's what I hope. Just then, my phone rings. Oh, an incoming call. Is it Tighter? Tighter's calling me? Startled, I look at my phone's display. It's Daru. I click my tongue in disappointment. Don't scare me like that.
Christina.
Oh, I should probably answer, dude. Hello? Daru? You made a terrible mistake? Is it about the phone wave? Is it related to the phenomenon I experienced earlier? I gulp. I know it's pathetic for a mad scientist to show anxiety, but I can't help it. Dude, I'm a little worried too. I lick my dry lips and wait for Daru to speak. Actually... Oh. Dude, come on, man. Don't freak Rintaro out like that. My man's tweaking. And don't freak me out like that. That's not cool.
No.
Ni. Can you bring me my wallet? I'll buy you a drink. No, come back and get it. I shout, go jump in the river, and hang up. Damn it, I got stressed for nothing. But right afterward, my phone rings again. Persistent little. It's only a 3-minute walk from the lab to May Queen. Come get it yourself. Yeah, I'm not delivering your wallet, okay? Hi, Mayuri. Oh, it's you. You're with Daru, right? You don't have to lend that dumbass any money, okay? Okay. So, Okadine, I was wondering if you cheered up. Did you hug Upa like I said? No, I am a mad scientist full of madness and ambition. But it'll make you feel better. If you're worried about anything, talk to Mayushi, okay? Mayushi doesn't understand hard things, but she does understand Okadine. Oh. You understand me? Sure, we've been together since we were little, after all. Oh, it probably cheered him up a little. Work hard now. Done it. She thinks she knows me. You're grinning. Nonsense. Don't call me that. I was going to tell Kurisu the truth, but now I've changed my mind. Dang it. Oh, I know it's a visual novel and that it probably was always going to end up like this, but I feel like he was going to say something before I answered the phone, because it just kept ringing. Mad scientist Hyoi and Kiyoma would never grin at the words of a mere hostage like Mayuri. Dude. Okay. You look like a girl in love waiting for an email from her boyfriend. She sure likes to attack me for every little thing. Are you really that desperate for attention? Just getting revenge. You're always making fun of me, so I deserve at least this much. Despite what you may think, I actually respect you. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's Mayuri. I was worried that I was gonna have to read through all of it again before getting stuck into another thing. You know, I've been working at May Queen for 3 months as of today. The other girls threw me a party. I can't believe I've been a maid for 3 months. Time sure flew by. Oh, but don't worry. Mayushi's still Okadine's hostage full. Okay. You need money to buy junk food or else you'll die of starvation. I understand. A party after just 3 months, ridiculous. I don't see how that deserves congratulations. You girls are crazy. I still can't believe you're working at a maid cafe. I mean, you still never cosplay outside of work. Yeah, let's go with this one. You'll die of starvation without snacks. Why not? I actually respect you. That's rich. You don't even say my name right. Oh. Character development? Hello? He's apologizing? I'm sorry about that? Kurusu lifts her face and stares at me in shock. Oh, me too, man.
意外。あんたって謝るんだ。
Actually apologized.
謝るさ。
I do apologize.
だからどうしようも
But
な
I
い。
can't help it.
俺の脳は
For my brain has recorded you as my assistant Christina and I cannot correct it.
回答して海馬に
I'm gonna
電
crack
極ぶ
your
っ刺
skull
して
open
や
and
り
stick
たい。
electrodes in your hippocampus. What a threat. John Titor's mail arrives. I quickly open the mail. Greetings, Kyoma. Can you tell me exactly how you changed the past? I'd like to verify that what you said is true. We sent an email today. It was set to arrive last Tuesday, 170 hours ago. Its contents were the third place winning number at last... Okay. Oh my god, he's typing so fast. I made a mistake. It contained the winning number for the numbers for the third place prize of that night's Lotto 6 drawing. The moment we sent the email, my associates who had helped plan the experiment and watch me send it instantly forgot that any of that had happened. When I checked, I found that the email had vanished from my phone's send history. I know for a fact that it arrived in the past as my friend bought a Lotto 6 ticket based on information I had apparently given him. He got one of the numbers wrong, but otherwise it was an exact match. Okay.
メールの相手って
Who are you talking to?
ジョン・タイター。
John Titor. Yeah.
嘘。
No way.
やつは
He's open to discussion as long as you're not trying to troll him, and his mail address is public. This is the second time we've exchanged mails.
道理であんたが
No wonder you
そういう
keep
わけでもない。
referencing his posts. I accidentally skipped that. You believe him, don't you? Not entirely.
だがやつ
But
の
there are
話
several
に
points in his story I
裏付
do
ける
agree
点
with.
も多い。
そう
Really?
フィクションにしか思え
I
ない
can't see it as anything but fiction. Very interesting. That's very interesting. From the events you described, it sounds like you did indeed change the past. I suspect that the email you sent changed Divergence, if only a little. Bravo! The instant your email arrived in the past, you shifted from your original world line to an ever so slightly different world line. On this world line, you received an email from the future containing the Lotto 6 numbers. You told your friend the numbers, perhaps because you didn't quite trust the email, but your friend got a number wrong when he purchased the ticket. The original email likely disappeared from your send history when the world line changed. All of this makes sense. The one thing I don't understand is how you kept your memories of the previous world line. Just so we're clear, you are telling the truth, yes? Yes, I still have my memories from from before the past was changed. That's the truth. By the way, this is actually the second time this has happened. You traveled 26 years into your past. Haven't you experienced something similar? Also, what effect do you think my intentional manipulation of the timeline might have? Heavy stuff. Whoa, wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. It's fast. Memory. Subject is memory. I've confirmed that divergence is currently 0.571015%. I cannot tell what the value was before you changed the past. This is because I, like your friends, have no memories of the world line before you changed the past. In the case of physical time travel, memories are retained even if the world line changes. In the case of physical time travel, memories are retained even if the world line changes. That's been proven by my own experience. But in the case of an email, like the one you sent, the time traveler changes the past without actually traveling through time, a situation that scientists in my time never even considered. Okay, one more time. With the email that you sent, like the one you sent, the time traveler changes the past without actually traveling through time, a situation that scientists in my time never even considered. It wasn't necessary since the invention of the time machine in 2034 gave us a means of physical time travel. So I'm afraid that I have no idea how to explain the phenomenon you've been experiencing. How exactly do you measure divergence? Where do those numbers come from? Oh, the emails just keep coming so fast. The many worlds interpretation. Strictly speaking, I was not being entirely accurate when I wrote that the Everett-Wheeler model is accepted in my time. The first functional time machine was completed in 2034. In the 2 years following that breakthrough, our understanding of the universe's structure grew dramatically. In 2036, scientists proved that the universe is comprised of attractor fields, which describe the extent of world-line convergence. This theory was first proposed in 2020, and it was proven 6 years later. Okay. Got it. Sorry, I forgot to answer your question. I have a meter that measures divergence. A reading of 0% divergence corresponds to the world line I originally came from. In other words, it's a subjective, not absolute measurement. This tool can only indicate the current divergence. Okay, reply. Please explain these attractor fields. How do they affect world lines? We should just meet in person. This is so inefficient. How are you gonna remember all of this information? Put simply, attractor fields are the focal points of world line convergence, so it's where they meet. Their existence is responsible for phenomena previously known as fate and chance? Whoa, what? Put simply, attractor fields are the focal points of world line convergence. Their existence is responsible for phenomena previously known as fate and chance. There's no real point making small changes to a world line. Due to convergence, small changes do not have a lasting influence. Makes sense. Humans who can observe convergence are exceedingly rare. I haven't met anyone with that ability myself, so I'm unqualified to give you an accurate appraisal. But you, Kyoma, might be one such individual. You might have the power to observe convergence. You might be the one who can guide us to a world line beyond 1% divergence. Across the wall that divides attractor fields. Okay, so let me get this straight. Let's walk this back, folks. In John Titor's time, he came from, I guess, 2036 or 2034. I can't remember the year he decided to travel from back to the past. I've already forgotten what year we are in right now. Is it 2000 something? 2009, 2010? I think, possibly. So, John Titor in his timeline, who I still think is Rintaro, humanity has progressed so far as to have built a fully functioning physical time machine. You move, the traveler goes into a different place and a different time. And in 2036, I can't necessarily remember exactly what was proven. I just got a load of information, so just bear with me, okay? So now John Titor is gone, is now here, and is trying to prevent CERN, or whoever else, the Council of 300, from doing whatever they are going to do in the past to control everybody in the world, essentially. He has a meter that measures convergence, or divergence? Yeah, divergence, I think, from his home world line. And it is a thing, it's a big thing, to go over 1% divergence, because I guess so many different small things that change in the past don't really amount to much when it comes to changing the entire world line as a whole. So that's why it's such a small number, point whatever, 5 something, or I think it was like 0.0 something. But there are these things called attractor fields, which are the focal points of world line convergence. It's where world lines meet. And only certain people, very exceedingly rare people, can observe convergence without losing their memories. Also, this situation where the past is changed, but the actual subject has not traveled to the past, is not something that John Titor in this world line has experienced. But supposedly, the existence of attractor fields is responsible for fate and chance, which are not actually chance. It's determined? I don't know. This is complicated. Rintaro's thinking hard. The tone of Titor's mail has suddenly changed. He thinks I have some kind of power? Has Makise been trying to talk to us this whole time? First, I feel a sense of pride. Oh, maybe he is special. Next comes apprehension. Could this be a trap? In the first place, I can't confirm if this is the real John Titor, and I don't even know if the John Titor from 2000 was really a time traveler. If Titor's world line theory holds, then that could explain the supernatural events I've experienced. But this last statement is pretty hard to swallow. As soon as I begin to doubt, all of his words start to smell like lies. That stuff about the IBN 5100 might have been a lie too. That mysterious program code could be just a simple bug. Now that he claims I have special powers, he's starting to sound like some new age con artist. And besides, I don't need Titor to tell me that. Okay, good old villain laugh. Kudisu jerks at the sound of my laughter. Yeah, dude. It is creepy. He says I have powers, isn't that rich? You don't have to tell me what I already know, John Titor. I snap my eyes open wide. I raise my phone high to the heavens. Reading Steiner. Oh no, is the focal point where world lines meet called Steins Gate? Oh god. That would be fun. Sounds to me like you got a bad pace of chunibyo.
Eh?
Huh? Nice reaction noises, guys. Just sort of being like, Kurisu hides her face in her book. She pretends to read, but I can see from here that her ears are bright red. How does she know about Chunibyo? Oh, she is just a big nerd. She is a big nerd, and she's just doing everything she can to hide it, because she actually understands everything that, She understands everything that Rintaro and Daru say. I know it. Is she an @channeler after all? Yo, is she on 4chan? No, that doesn't matter now. I need to reply to Tighter. Okay. What is beyond the wall? What will happen when we cross it? So fast, oh my god. John Tighter, the future. If we cross the wall, we will have freedom. If we do not, then the dystopia I came from will be your future. In exchange for providing false peace and joy, your masters will stamp out every last vestige of free will. As I said on that channel, my goal is to change that future. And you may be the one who can make that possible. That's heavy. Okay, now it's getting creepy. Is this some new cult? Or is he really trying to con me here? He's also contradicting himself again. The Tighter who appeared in 2000 said he traveled back in time to retrieve technology lost in World War III. Yet this guy's saying he came to prevent the creation of a dystopia ruled by CERN. This guy might be an imposter. Sorry, no, I won't do it. I'm fed up, so I quit replying. But just as I'm about to put away my phone, another mail comes. I open up my phone reluctantly while enduring Kurisu's cold glare. Huh? Kyoma, I want you to be the Messiah. Is this a D-mail? No, it's not split into two. Raises the hairs on the back of my neck. What is this? Fear? Disgust? I don't know, but something is very wrong. Huh? I've got chills. Chaos Theory Homeostasis, Chapter 4. Messiah, noun. In Christianity, a title for Jesus Christ. 2. One who brings salvation to mankind. Savior. 3. One who rescues others from peril. Salvation, noun. 1. Deliverance from pain and suffering. From Kojian Dictionary.
John Tighter は実にバカだな。
Oh, that's quite a statement, buddy. Are you alright? I scream at the absurdity. Daru and Kurisu give me exasperated stares, but I ignore them.
この俺がメシアだと?
To think that I would save humanity.
俺は
I am no Messiah. I am the insane mad scientist Hyoin Kyoma.
マッドサイエンティストホーインキョーマであり
Oh.
幾多の修羅場をかいくぐり
It's just,
長年期間から逃れ
It's
続けて
just,
きたんだ
Oh, is this Gundam? Is it talking about Gundam? Sure, we'll go with voice actors. Why not? That's fun. Something, clutches of the organization. Yeah. Is chaos unending? Do you think that destroying the system will bring peace to the world? The answer is no. No, I say. Death to the naive fools who believe such lies. The collapse of authority means that lawless chaos shall reign. Makishi, what the hell happened to Orchidine?
そう
It's me. A few hours ago, he was exchanging emails with John Tighter, and then he suddenly got quiet.
で
And then he started
30分くらい
ranting.
前から
He's been like this for half an hour. He's been acting strange all day, don't you think?
同意するわ
Agreed.
聞け
Lab Mems, it's time to resume Operation
こ
Erd.
れマジで
Seriously? The manager's still downstairs, you know.
案ずるな
Fret not. It's almost closing time for the Braun Tube
夜は
workshop.
電話レンジが作動しないはずでしょ
Oh yeah, it only works until 6, right?
やってみる価値はある
It's worth a try. We need to figure out how late the phone wave works.
と同時に
At the same time, I want to see if the two of you can use emails to change the past.
過去を
Change the past? Okay, I still don't believe in the many worlds interpretation or Tighter's attractor field theory. Actually, I'm starting to doubt them more and more. If you want to know how the world works, we'll have to figure it out ourselves. And to do that, we need to experiment. One thing I'm sure of is that the mass disappearance in Akiba is related to D-mails somehow. As is the strange disconnect between my memories and everyone else's. According to Tighter, I have a supernatural power. The one I call reading Steiner. My doubts about Taira's veracity aside, I do need to determine if I am indeed the only person who keeps his memories when the past changes.
好きなように過去を変え
Change the past to your liking, as long as it's something easy to observe.
なるべく分かりやすい形でだ
Preparations for the phone wave are complete. Daru's eyes wander to the ceiling in thought. Next to him, Kurisu shrugs her shoulders and starts gathering her things.
私は帰る。今日の実験結果は明日レポートで見せ
Show
て。
me a report on today's experiment tomorrow. Okay.
待て
Mate! When I grab her by the shoulder, Kurisu nearly topples over. Dude, don't be like that. Come on.
何すんのよ。
What is your problem,
その
homie?
レポートは
Who's writing that report?
岡部に決まってるでし
You,
ょ。
of course.
作
This
戦
is
立
your
案者なんだ
operation.
から。被験者自身
And if
も
we could get a report from the
実験
subject
中の所感
too, that
なん
would
か
be
を書
even
いておいて
better.
くれるとなおいいけど。
Kurisu glances at Daru.
過去改変に
You're
は
not
興味
interested
が
in
ない
changing
の
the
か
past? What happened to your eagerness to
あれは
experiment?
あんたね。
Did you forget what I said this afternoon? I'm against it.
だが実験
Well, you were
が
so
始まってからは
enthusiastic when we began the experiments. You went along without a single complaint.
妄想を垂れ流
In your
さないで。
dreams, maybe. I twist my lips into a
客
grin.
観的に慣れていないぞ
You're not being objective,
セレセブよ
Selibsev.
いちいち
If you're going to correct yourself, at least get it right.
実験は
We've already
すでに
performed
一
one
度
experiment. I changed the past.
うわ、オカリン
Hey! No fair!
そうではない
Ah, but you were in on it too. But when the past changed, you forgot that it had ever happened.
今日の昼間のこと
I mean, when you suddenly started asking about the Lotto 6. Exactly. I explained what happened earlier this afternoon, so the truth did finally come out.
それはひょっとして
You're not joking.
ギャグで言って
Are
い
you?
るのか
本気だ
I'm serious.
マジっすか
Seriously? One good look at my face and Daru seems to understand. I'm not joking. Kurisu, on the other hand, has a sour look, but she's always like that. Why did everyone else lose their memories? Actually, did everyone else lose their memories? In order to find out, I need them to perform the same experiment.
うわ
Okay.
僕一
Okay.
つどうしても変えたい
There's
こと
nothing
が
about
あ
the
るん
past
だ
I
よ
definitely
ね
want to change. Daru is quick to adapt. As always, we've known each other for a long time. He trusts me, implicitly. Or maybe he's just being faithful to his desires.
なんだ
What?
ダイエット
Are you going to tell yourself to go on a diet? Hey, be nice.
そんなメール来ても大
I
丈夫
wouldn't diet
しな
even
い
if
し
future me told me to. Daru tells me he wants to change the events of the Ferris Cup held at May Queen plus Nyan Squared a few days ago. On that day, Daru got insta-killed by Ferris in a Rhinet Axis Battlers match.
その結果
You're gonna change the results?
フェイリスタンの作
I
戦は
remember every move
完璧に覚えてる
Fedistan
んで
made.
その裏を突こう
It'll
って
be easy to
ことだ
take
よ
her from behind, aren't I,
っ
genius?
て頭よくね
Ferris is probably too good for that to work. She'll just counter his counter
まあ
strategy.
いい
Whatever. Daru,
Daru.
prepare to demail.
よーし僕頑張っちゃうぞ
Okay, he's gonna give it his best shot. Daru hunches over and starts typing out the mail, leaving me to input the forwarding address into the phone wave. I sit in front of the X68000 and take a look at my watch. It's 6:55 p.m. No way to know if the phone wave will operate at this hour. We haven't figured out the exact window yet.
あんた自身は
So why do you think you're the only one who remembers?
しつこいぞ
You're awfully persistent. I see why they call you the
意
zombie.
味がわからな
I
い。
don't
ゾ
follow.
ンビは死してなお
Zombies
人
never
に
stop
襲い
coming.
かかってく
They're
る
persistent.
冗談はやめ
Not
て。
the jokes, I'm serious
こっちは
here.
本気で話して
Kurisu's
るんだ。
glare is scarier than usual. I might have wet myself a little there.
俺は
I think that the key is
D
who
メールの
receives
送信
the
先
D
は
mail.
すなわち
Only the recipient himself is able to retain his memories. That would be my guess. Actually, that hypothesis doesn't explain the mass disappearance in Akihabara. Of course, I still don't have the concrete proof that the mass disappearance incident was related to D-mail. We'll never know unless we experiment.
ダルの実験が
After
終わった
Daru, you'll send the next D-mail. Think about what you want to write.
嫌よ。
No. Kurisu replies emphatically.
私は
I'm not sending
送
one.
らない。
Dude, why are you being like this? Scared?
そういう問題じゃない。
That's not it.
ならば
Then are you worried about time
I-
そ
paradoxes?
れもあるけど。
Well, there's that, but it's more like a
どっちか
personal
っていうと、
policy. Because of your
個
dad?
人的な過去を変えるの
Changing the past feels like cheating.
卑怯な感じがするから。
I mean, in a way, I guess.
私がこれまでに蓄積してきた人生は
I may only have
たかだか
18 years of life
18年だ
experience,
け
but I
ど
don't want to change any of those memories.
その記憶を改変なんてしたくない。
That is quite mature.
なるほど
I see. You're perfect now, so you don't want to change.
なんでそんな。
That's not what I said, and that's
これ
not
ま
what
で
she
の
meant
自分を否
either.
定したくないの
I don't want to deny who I've been,
たとえ
because
失敗
even
ば
my
かりだったと
failures
して
are
も
a part of who I am today.
電話レンジカッコ仮が
Wow.
完全に問題を解決して実用化されても
No, I dig that. That's a fantastic mentality.
ジョン・タイター
Even
が
if John
タイム
Titor said you could use his time machine to travel to whatever time you wish, you wouldn't use it?
青い猫型ロボット
Even if a blue
が
robot cat from the
机の引き出し
future were to
から
jump out of your
出てき
desk
て
and give you a
それを使わない
doorway
ぞ
to everywhere, you wouldn't use it? Kurisu nods firmly.
使わないわ。
I wouldn't.
だが実験は
But you love experiments, don't you? Something wrong with that?
すなわち
So basically, you like to experiment on other people while you watch and cackle at the results.
他人を
You
実験台に
truly
して
are a
没
mad
する
scientist.
あんたね。
Why you? Is Daru ready?
できたお
Yeah, he's ready to go. Kurisu stalks towards me, but is pushed aside by Daru, who presents his phone with a triumphant grin. Take a look. At Ferris Cup, enemy setup VLVVLVLL. Okay.
さっぱり。
You don't need to get it, man. Me neither.
フェイリスタンの
That's
カ
how
ー
Ferris
ド
Town
の
placed
配
their
置
cards.
を
Can't you tell? You guys are
見れば
lame.
わかるだろう
Well,
情報
whatever.
オカリンたちが疎いだけ
Preparations are complete. If this works, the mail will arrive at Daru's phone 52 hours ago. The discharge phenomenon occurs normally. I close my eyes to shield them from the lightning and sparks. The D-mail was sent. Daru should have received it 2 days ago. However,
そのことを
why do
な
I
んで
remember? When I sent the D-mail earlier this afternoon, everyone else forgot all about it. If Daru's D-mail changed the past, then the present should have changed too. Daru should be the only one who remembers that he sent a D-mail.
過去変わった
Did the past change? Daru looks around in confusion.
ちょっと待て
Wait, Daru,
誰も覚えて
you
いる
remember
の
too?
え
Huh?
何が
Remember what?
今 D メールを
That you just sent a
送ったことだ
D-mail. Daru nods. Then I turn to Kurisu. She answers before I ask.
覚えてるに決
Of
まっ
course
て
I
るでしょ。
remember. What are you...
何ば
Oh, I
そう
see.
か
According to your hypothesis, you and I shouldn't remember sending the D-mail.
ダルお前
Daru, did you beat Ferris in the Ferris Cup?
フェイリス
わかんね
I don't know.
勝てたらフェイリス
You
の
said
手
the
料
winner
理
gets
とか言って
Ferris'
いた
own
はず
cooking,
だ
cooking, right? Did you
そ
eat
れ
it?
は
What
取られた
happened?
のか
えわかんね
I don't know.
えしょぼん
This sucks. What? I checked out his said history. As expected, the D-mail he just sent isn't there. I do, however, find the D-mail in his inbox. He received it 2 days ago, just like we wanted. This is the same thing that happened when I sent my D-mail. Oh, Lukako. Mayuri-chan's obsessed with this anime called Rainet, so I rented it to see what it was about. I don't usually watch anime, and when I do, I prefer romance, but I found this anime to be pretty deep, even though it's aimed at children. I was surprised. P.S. I was so engrossed in Rainet, I couldn't do any practice swings. So... that's your problem right there. You can't waste your time with romance fluff. Now, I love romance stuff. Now you're hooked on Rainet? Everyone around me is buying into this Rainet craze. How can it be so popular? What's the attachment? What? Oh, is this a Rainet, like, fanfic? What does this mean? Completely engrossed by their discussion. These are different characters. Net Guardian. Kirari and Tamaru want to tell their friends how cool that was. At that time, they received news that the mystery hacker, something Bees Man, something Alphagate, Rainet card. I don't know what this is. Okay. Alright. Let's talk about Rainet. Yeah. Okay. So what happens now?
もしかして
Maybe the past hasn't
過去は
changed?
変わってない？
ちょっとマユシに電
I'll
話
try
してみ
calling
る
Mayushi. He's the one who changed the past, yet he doesn't remember what happened after the change? That's odd.
あマユシ
You're still at work, right? Is Ferris Tan there? She is?
じゃあさ
Can you ask her if I beat her in the Ferris Cup? Did I get to eat her home cooking?
この前え負けた
Who lost? I did?
フェイリスタンが僕が
Barely took 5 seconds?
あそう
Oh,
瞬殺
okay.
そう
Dada's shoulders droop as he hangs up the
そ
phone.
の様子だと
I guess that means the
過去
past
は変え
hasn't
られなかったみた
changed.
い。
なんで
Why?
オカリン
It changed for Okarin, right?
橋田が送った勝つた
Maybe
め
your
の方
foolproof
法
plan wasn't so
って
foolproof. Like, maybe it only gave you a slight advantage. I had the same thought. Ferris is supposedly a world-class player. Daru's time travel cheat may not have been enough.
最終的に
Since Ferris-san
フェリスさん
defeated you
が橋田
anyway,
に勝ったから
the
過
past
去は
didn't
変わらなかっ
そ
change.
うだけど
Yeah, but I mean, the
さ
game would have played out
た
differently.
かがその程度では
That might not be enough to cause worldline divergence. It's so
岡部が言う
small.
ように
Like Okabe
もっと
said,
わかり
you
や
need
す
to
く
make a
過去が
change
変
that's
わった
easier to
って
observe,
確
or
かめ
else
られ
there's
る
no
改
point to
変に
this
しないと
experiment.
あいえ
Not that I approve of this experiment. Dude, just
別にこの実験に
participate
賛成ってわけじゃないけど。
already. Jeez.
いやまだだ
No, it's not over
まだ
yet. I can still
終わらんよ
fight. Daru starts typing another mail. Dude,
もう一度
One more time. I'll try sending my past self some more advice. This time, something that'll ensure my victory.
そんなにも勝ちたい
You
の
really want to win that badly?
むしろ
More like he wants to eat Ferris' home cooking that badly.
オカリンの答えでファイナルアンサー
That's my final answer. Daughter writes another D-mail. I don't bother checking what it says. I won't understand anyway. We activate the phone wave, send the mail through just like before. Okay. Oh. Oh, is it not? Nothing oh. No discharge. Usually it happens 10 to 20 seconds after pushing the start button. The timer counts down to 0 without incident.
時間切れ
Oh. Does that mean it's past 7? 7 o'clock is when it stops for some reason? It was 6:55 when we last checked. There's nothing we can do about it. We'll postpone the experiment till tomorrow. I checked the clock. It's just past 7. Looks like that's the cutoff.
昨日
After I left yesterday, I was thinking, how exactly does the phone wave make time travel possible? It works like the Hadron Collider. Didn't you say the LHC was like a giant microwave? Yes.
電子レンジが
Trying to keep everything straight in my head, guys. It's kinda working.
一家に一台ブ
That
ラック
Japan would have black
ホール
holes popping up everywhere. Yeah, something about the phone wave has to be special.
日本沈没ってレベルじゃねえぞ
Yeah, it is worse than
セルンが
earthquakes.
あまりに
I know it looks
簡
like CERN
単に
is able to create curved black holes willy-nilly, but that's not supposed to be possible.
そもそもブラックホー
You
ル
can't just press a button and make a black hole. Even if you could, if you could, the
とん
risks
でも
would
な
be
いリスクのあ
unthinkable.
る城家庭の電子
It's
レンジ
ridiculous to suggest that a household microwave could generate a black hole.
どうかしてる
Tider's time machine is small enough to fit inside a car, and it makes black holes. Well, that's what he said, at least. Now that I'm a little skeptical of Tider, I don't feel like bringing it up.
一つ言えるのは
My point is that there has to be something else going on here. I agree. Some outside source must be injecting electrons into this microwave. An outside source of electrons. What could that be?
さて
Well, I'm going back to my
私は
hotel.
帰るから
I've had enough of this
これ
filthy
以上
man
無策
cave.
また明日
See you tomorrow.
レポート
Don't forget to write that
まとめといてね
She just takes off her lab coat and hurries out the door. She was serious about the report? Okay. There wasn't anything to do after Kurisu left. I tried operating the phone wave a couple more times before I went to sleep, but the discharge phenomenon simply would not occur. It is now August 4th, Wednesday. Now it's the next morning, and I'm sitting on the bench in front of the Braun Tube workshop, and I think that that is all the time that we have for today, guys. Stuff is happening, and it's getting kind of intense, and I'm trying to keep track of all the information that we're getting, but it's really messing with me. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I definitely did. I seriously did. I'm really into the story. And I will see you guys in the next video. So for now, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye!